afternoon.
Have you ever heard? Please.
You're going to have to leave. This is a crime scene, and no one other than ourselves or Reynold Drayless will be allowed access. The culprit in this crime has already been dealt with. It's just a matter of wrapping up the details. I'd tell you more, but frankly, I don't know who you are, so I'm not sure that I can trust you with that sort of information. I'm listening. What a wonderful compliment. What? You can't scare. Please, I'm embarrassed. But thank you. Not fun. What a great story. What a wonderful compliment. You should be... Well, you're wasting your breath. Goodness, what can I say? Ugh, really, you can't see? Well, thank you. How kind. That's right. I suppose there's no harm in telling you what happened. Word is bound to get around Bruma anyway. Turns out that Braden Lyrian is a vampire. Or was. If it wasn't for Reynold Drayless, we may have never uncovered the truth. Let me explain. In the last week or so, we found 2 bodies stashed in shallow graves outside the city walls. The bodies had puncture wounds on their necks. The bodies were those of some beggars who used to wander the streets looking for handouts. Vampire probably thought no one would miss them. Luckily for us, Reynold arrived in town. He said he was a vampire hunter, so we asked for his help. He tracked the vampire to this house. When he entered the place around noon, Braden was sleeping. He was able to slay him at that point. Luckily, Braden's wife wasn't home. Poor thing. She didn't even know her husband was infected. We did a follow-up investigation, and it's true that no one recollects seeing Braden out in the daylight. He's only been spotted at night. I'm afraid there's not much more to tell you. So you can see we really don't need any help. But thanks for the offer. As far as I know, he was a good man. I never saw this coming. But vampires are masters of deception, so I guess it makes sense. I'm impressed. It only took him a day to track the vampire down. I guess that's why he does it for a living. Feel free to question anyone in town. They shouldn't give you too much trouble.
I can't believe this is happening. Please, I need your help. My husband was no vampire. It's ridiculous. No one will listen to me. Forgive me. I loved my husband dearly, and to lose him this way makes no sense. Anything you can do to help would be wonderful. This is all happening so fast. I came home only just a few hours ago. I found the door open, and my Braden dead. Standing over him was a Dunmer. I screamed and ran out into the street. Some city watch were nearby and heard me, I suppose, as they arrived quickly. I heard the Dunmer identify himself as Reynold Drayless. He said he was a vampire hunter and that Braden was his mark. The guards seemed to know about Reynold, and after a search of the house, the body of some beggar was found stashed in our basement. The guards sent for Carius, who is an investigator for crimes here in Bruma. In minutes, Reynold convinced Carius that Braden was a vampire. Well, of course it does. It was obviously planted here. Why would he stash a body in his own house? That's ridiculous. And another thing, The gods are making a big deal out of no one seeing Braden out in the daylight. Well, of course that's the case. He works at night and has to sleep during the day. Why does that make him a vampire? It's all that Raynor character. I don't trust him. The thing that bothers me the most is that I swear I've seen him before. Of course, he says he's never been here. There isn't much more to say. Please, help me clear my husband's name. I have no idea where he'd be. Just find him and make him tell you the truth. I swear he's a liar. Poor Arnora. Seems her boyfriend Gerunder has stolen some gold from her and left her penniless. Now he's in jail and she's destitute. Arnora and Gerunder were once a happy couple, but that's over now. I hear that he took all of their money and stashed it after he committed a robbery. He was going to skip town on Arnora, but got arrested before making good on his escape. Now she has no money left at all. Poor thing. I know I sound desperate, but I know I'm right.
So, I'm sure Erlene is very upset. She'll be safe, though. Raynor has confirmed with us that she isn't infected. Her accusations that Raynor is lying is not surprising. At this point, she's so upset that she'll say anything to deny what really happened. I suppose if I found out a loved one was something as horrid as a vampire, I'd find any excuse not to believe it either. I'll warn you about one thing. I understand you wanting to help Erline by checking up on Raynor. We have it on good authority from officials in a neighboring city that Raynor is what he says he is, so I'm not sure what you're trying to prove. I'm only allowing you to do this investigation, and I use that term very loosely, because Erline is so distraught. Keep up the, good work, I suppose.
Excuse me.
It's all over, lawbreaker. Then pay...
Hello.
Excuse me.
Oh, you're back.
Excuse me. Sorry, I have a lot of work to do.
Well met. Yes, the vampire hunter. As far as I know, he just showed up recently here in Bruma. Not only that, but he already found a vampire among us. Apparently, Braden Lyrian was one of those vile creatures, and Raynil slew him. Kinda strange, though. I never figured Braden to be a vampire. He seemed to be such an likable fellow. Apparently, Right Wind teaches his blade skill. Goodbye.
I'm saving up enough. I heard that some cult called the Mythic Dawn is behind the Emperor's assassination. Thank you, kind sir. For you? Of course. What? You're wasting your breath. Oh, please. What a wonderful compliment. Really? Not is that so? No. Wish I could. Excellent. Thank you, kind. Nothing comes to mind. Someone I'd know. Now, if you'll excuse. Yes, the vampire hunter. Apparently, Braden Lyrian was one of those. He seemed to be such blessings of Arche upon ye.
Greetings to you.
Did you know that Bumfker
Looks
Gash
like you're handy
trained
with
me
a
to use
blade.
heavy armor, but only...
I'm Jantus Brolus. I'm the illusion trainer. I'm willing to teach, if you're willing to learn. Easterus and I used to be adventurers, but we've retired here. Bruma is far from civilization, but we're ready for a little peace and quiet. Yes, the vampire hunter. As far as I know, he just showed up recently here in Bruma. Not only that, but he already found a vampire among us. Apparently, Braden Lyrian was one of those He seemed to be so... Not that I can think of. She seems skilled in its use. I can see why the Fighters Guild has her training others.
What
day.
can I do for you? If I can't fix it, it ain't broke. Knowledge is... I offer the finest goods and... Thank you for... Take your time. Take care.
Good day. Someone needs to get Sciorta under control. You'd think Ulfund would be the one to do it. Yes, the vampire hunt. Apparently, he seemed to be such a... Not that I can think... Bye.
Skjorda, Nordwinds. We've got clothes and armor, and I've got a headache. So keep your voice down, please. Olga sure can tell a good story. I'm not normally a big fan of Bard's tales, but she's got some good ones. Yes, apparently he seemed... I would... Let's do business. Farewell. Looks like you're handy with a blade. Good day. Be seeing you.
Fjotrid. Ah, you mean that vampire hunter. He's staying over at Olav's Tap and Tack. It's near the city gates. You can't miss it. Ah. Not that I can think. Let me take a look at what you've got. Can I interest you in some of my wares? A pleasure to serve. You too. A pleasure. What can I interest you in? A pleasure to serve. You too.
Hello. Go ahead, please. Take care.
What can I do for you today? The Countess is Heartland Nibanian. I know I may be out of line by saying this, but I think the city guards may be wrong. It's hard to imagine Braden was a vampire. I could have sworn I saw him outside in the daylight before. Unless he just got that disease very recently, I'd say they were mistaken. When I heard Raynil killed him, I didn't know what to think. But after your visit here, I'm beginning to wonder. I usually don't give out that kind of information, especially to people I don't know. I'm listening. Yes, yes. Don't. Was no more. Sure. Oh, thanks. See, that's right.
How do you do?
Stop right there, criminal scum! Nobody breaks the law on my watch! I'm confiscated. Then pay...
Hello there.
What can I do for you today? Galaborn? That's odd that you should mention that name. Raynal told me that he was the last vampire he hunted. Yeah, that's right. Somewhere in Skingrad, I believe. He said he tracked Gelborn down and killed him. That's apparently why the guards trust him so readily. They had gotten word from Skingrad's City Watch about Raynal and his so-called accomplishment. And nothing else I can tell you about him. He comes and goes and doesn't talk to people much. Did you ever hear about the ghost of Lord Vlindrel? They say he haunts the road to Coral. Not that I've ever seen him myself, mind you. Just look for me if you need anything else.
How about mixing up some potions? You look like quite the alchemist.
Hail!
Look at the muscles on you.
How goes it? Not bad. Good to hear. I heard that some cult called the Mythic Dawn is behind the Emperor's assassination. I've heard that Arentus Falvius at the chapel can conjure up creatures.
Seems odd given his vocation. Still, I suppose there's no harm.
Take care.
Hello.
So, any new revelations in your, investigation? How'd you know about that? Ah, too many people don't know how to keep quiet about official matters. Very well. The Skingrad City Watch informed us that Galaborn was killed by Raynal not too long ago. Gellerborn was a vampire as well, obviously. What do you mean you disagree? That's a bold statement. What proof do you have that Gellerborn was not a vampire? I don't know what to say. It all makes perfect sense now. Why else would Raynor have removed this journal from the crime scene in Skingrad? I heard no mention of a key either. It must have been removed by Raynor from Braden's body before we arrived. To think that 2 innocent men were killed, and that I'm responsible for one of their deaths. I'm speechless. I will rouse the guard and begin a search for him in the city. Meet me at Olav's Tap and Tack in 1 hour.
Do you have any more questions? Yes. I remember Braden mentioning that name once. He was part of the brotherhood he had created with Raynor. I know I sound desperate, but...
Hello.
Head on.
Have you noticed all the
Well
city
met.
guards are roaming around the city as if looking for someone? I wonder what that's all about. It's you. Hi. Anything else I can help with? Not that... And nothing else. Just look for me if you need anything else. She seems skilled in its use. Whatever I can do.
Have you ever wanted to learn to use destruct?
Just before I arrived here, I received a report from one of our scouts watching the roads. Raynor was spotted heading west out of Bruma. The scout tried to follow, but lost him in the mountains. The only cave to the west that comes close to the one described in Gellerborn's journal is Boreal Stone Cave. That must be where he's headed. You must get there before he acquires whatever artifact is being kept there and makes his escape. I'm keeping the city guard in Bruma, as Raynor doesn't know we're after him. If he sees a guard, he may panic and run. You're my only hope at the moment. Please, you have my authorization to do everything you can to bring him to justice. If he won't surrender, I think you know what to do. Hurry. I fear you have a day at the most to stop him. I can't wait to get my hands on Raynor. He'll become very familiar with Bruma's dungeons, or the end of my blade if he doesn't come peacefully. Raynor will pay for both crimes. Gellerborn was likely another innocent he's slain. I'll make sure Skingrad's City Watch hears of this. If all you say is true, Raynor will answer for Braden's death. Please hurry. Raynor
I've heard
may
that
make a
Jaskar
break for
has
the
great
open
Greetings
road.
from the
skill.
sky.
Congratulations. I had a feeling you would catch on sooner or later. Leaving that journal behind was a stupid mistake on my part. I saw you enter Olav's tap and tack before I could get there, and I knew that I had to sneak out of Bruma somehow. It was only a matter of time before you or Carius figured it out. No matter. After I've killed you, I won't need my vampire hunter ruse any longer. Certainly not. I'm surprised Carius didn't send the entire city watch up here. But then I would have seen that coming, I suppose. I expected to lay low here for a while and then be on my way. So again, I underestimated you. This leaves me with little choice. Either I fight you now and have a chance at freedom, or I surrender and rot in a city dungeon. I prefer the chance for freedom. Yes, I suppose it is. Well then, we've talked enough. Only one of us will walk out of here alive this day. Good luck.
I don't see many wanderers out here in the wild, but you look like you can take care of yourself. The Emperor is dead. Carry on.
Why, you dirty little thief! Good day. The council runs the arena to amuse the masses, and it pays for itself with all the fools who lose their shirts gambling. Be seeing you.
Hi there.
What news do you bring? Long ago, I made a promise to Brayden. I promised to never reveal to anyone what I'm about to reveal to you now. However, because you've avenged his unjust death, I feel that Brayden would understand why I'm breaking that pact. Brayden told me about this amulet when they first brought it home from whatever distant land it came from. He never really trusted anyone else in the group, and before he secured the treasure in that cave, he had a special enchantment placed upon it. The magic masks the true identity of the item. All it takes is a simple command word, and the amulet would be restored to its true state. No, he always feared this day would come. He left me knowledge of that word in the event that he died, and I came into possession of the keys. If the other members of Brayden's group were still alive, and I on my deathbed, only then would I pass the knowledge on to them. If you'd give me that amulet, I would like to show you what you've recovered. Thank you. I will now speak the word, Brotherhood. Here is the amulet back. It's as beautiful as it was the day I remember seeing it long ago. I want you to keep it, as I have no use for this anymore. I'm certain that's what I want, and I'm certain that's what Brayden would want. I thank you from the bottom of my heart. I hope that the amulet helps keep you safe on whatever roads you may travel. I'm glad he's dead. I know that's a horrible thing to say, but I think you understand. Justice has been done.
A coin? Oh, you hear about Gerunder? He was caught stealing gold, and now he's in jail. I bet Arnor is beside herself with grief. Blessings of Arche upon thee.
filthy pickpocket! Why? Can't you see that I'm upset? Not that it's anybody's business, but I have noticed voices coming from Jerl's house. But I've never seen anybody but Jerl go in or out. Strange. I can't help myself. I'm just a sucker for well-heeled men. That Olaf, for example, at the Tap and Tack. He's dreamy. And successful, too. I suppose I can trust you with this information. After all, if you can help me recover my stolen gold, you may find yourself earning some of it. I know what you've heard, all about Jorunda and his run-in with the town guard. Well, let's just say it isn't exactly all true. I may have let a detail or two leak out to entice someone such as you to assist me. Until you agree to my scheme, I don't want to say more. All I can promise is that you'll be making a lot of money. Are you in, or are you out? Smart answer. Here's the deal. Jorunda and I have had a rocky relationship at best. Against my will, I've been dragged all over Cyrodiil helping him commit petty crimes. I wouldn't say we're thieves. I mean, we've stolen things, sure. But we've never stolen that much at one time. Just enough to keep us going. That is until last year. Jorunda started to take risks and began robbing more dangerous targets. Not just lone merchants, mind you. I'm talking about the bigger scores, like estates and tax shipments. I begged him to stop, as I knew that his capers would one day lead to violence. He just threatened to hurt me if I got in his way. I think the gold changed him, I really do. He wasn't the man I met 7 years ago. The few times I tried to say something, he'd strike me or push me away. I began to become frightened of him. Our last score was a tax shipment being delivered to the Imperial City. We robbed it, and in the midst of the chaos, Jorunda killed a guard. I was terrified of him at this point. 2 days later, the Bruma City Guard traced us to our makeshift campsite. I was off gathering food, but Jorunda was captured. Served him right. When I went back to the site later, the gold was gone. He'd moved it. What I need you to do is go to the Bruma Castle dungeons and speak to him for me. Convince him to tell you where the gold is, and then we split it. He's not likely to just come out and tell you, so get creative.
What's this about? Oh, hello. How about mixing up some potion?
What can I do for you, sir? What a bother. Don't be too long about it. I got to stay with you, so there isn't any funny business. I haven't got all day. What can I do for... We'll see. See? Was that hard? What a bother.
I don't know who you are, nor do I care. All I know is that I want you to leave. I'm not talking to you about anything. You're an outsider. I bet you're trying to trick me into telling something and the guards put you up to it. That fetcher of a guard, Terelius, is always trying to be sneaky. Well, you can forget it. Tell him it isn't going to work.
What can I do for you? Farewell.
I don't know who you are. I'm not talking to you about anything. That fetcher of a guard, Terelius, is always trying to be sneaky.
What can I do for... Bye.
I'm your relief.
It's about time.
Oh, hello.
Well met. So, the Anvil break-ins were an
Anytime
inside
now.
job. State your business. As Captain Bird says. Be seen.
Indeed.
They say that...
Go ahead. Well, here's a fine one. Speak freely.
What's going on with you?
I've heard that Nord warriors have...
State your business. Although we can't go back and undo what's been done, I feel justice has been served, and Braden's soul may rest with ease. In your absence, I dispatched a runner to Skingrad to let them know they need to clear Gellerborn's name for the record books. Like Braden, I think he deserves to have his name clear of wrongdoing. You did what had to be done. There should be no regrets or doubts in your mind about it. Reynald was an evil Dunmer, and he deserved that fate. Have you ever considered a job in law enforcement? The Nords
Let's
have
hear it.
always been protective of their territory. It's no wonder they get involved in these disputes.
So long.
You two. Morning.
Thief! You won't get away with this!
Serve your time, peace.
By the way the guards tossed you in here, I can see you're no friend of theirs. I suppose I can trust you. In fact, maybe you can help me with a bit of a problem, and make some money for yourself in the process. I'm in here for the long haul. They got me for murder, even though I didn't do it. Once the Count makes a ruling, there's no way it's changing. I owe all of this to that heartless, treacherous witch, Arnora. You want to know what happened? I'll tell you. I was betrayed. We were doing petty crimes all over Cyrodiil. Small scores, 10 gold here, 25 there. Nothing big enough to have them investigate you. Then along comes Arnora with a plan to waylay a tax shipment headed for the Imperial City. We're talking serious gold, complete with armed escorts. I told her she was crazy, but she insisted. Women have a way of getting men to do what they want. So we did it. We ambushed the shipment. In the process, Arnora killed a guard. I told her to be careful and just knocked them out, but she didn't listen. We then buried the gold in the woods. Then she disappears to get supplies. Suddenly, the campsite gets raided by the Bruma City Guard. There's no way they could have found us. Oh, there's no doubt she tipped them off. But I was one step ahead. I had moved the loot while she was away. I'll tell you, I want Arnora dead. That's right, I said dead. She took my life away, and now I want hers taken as well. You do this for me, and you get the gold. All of it. All I need is proof is that damn amulet she always wears. Show that to me, and the money's yours. You want the gold? You bring me Arnora's amulet after she's dead. Finally, a chance for revenge.
You've got nothing to lose, so why not just tell me? I don't talk to inmates. Now shut up and don't bother me.
Ha-ha! Whoa! Ha! Die, damn you! This is the part. Now you fall down and bleed to death. Hello. Somebody help! Come quickly! We've got a burglar!
Peaceably. And
By the way... Finally, a chance for revenge.
You've got nothing to lose, so why not just tell me and save us both a heap of trouble?
Yeah, sure. And I suppose I just end up rotting while you spend it all? Forget it.
You're gonna end up rotting here anyway, you idiot.
Look, you horse's ass. I never trusted city guardsmen. Never. So I'm definitely not gonna start trusting you, Terrelius.
Suit yourself. Enjoy your stay. I don't talk to inmates. Now shut up and don't bother me.
Till you get out of here.
Good morning. Go take your break.
It's about time. Greetings.
Welcome back to the world, convict. So, were you able to find out about the gold or not? How could you stand sharing a cell with that imbecile? They're saying some cult murdered the Emperor and are opening the Oblivion gates. Do you think any of it's true? Take your time. I won't fight you. That's real. I see. So he told you another one of his tall tales. I hope you didn't believe him. What's he got in store for me? He sent you to kill me, is that it? What if there was another way? What if he thought I was dead, but I wasn't? Then he'd tell you the location of the gold. What did he need as proof? That fetcher. He knows this is the only heirloom I have left from my family. Only he would stoop so low. Look, I know you could just kill me where I stand. But what if I gave you the amulet and you bring it to him? Then he'd say where the gold's stashed. You kill me here and now. And as far as the town guard is concerned, it's a crime. So you make your choice. You want to do it my way or Jorunda's? I knew you'd make the smarter decision. Good. Here's the key to the chest by my bed. Inside you'll find the amulet Jorunda wants. Take my amulet to him. Get the gold and bring half of it back here to me. If you don't come back, I'll let the guards in on our plan. You'll be hunted all over Cyrodiil. You don't want that, do you? I don't think so. Good luck. I'm not surprised at all that he tried to have me killed. That's his way. Always the traitor and the coward. My guess is he buried it somewhere close to town, or even in town itself. Believe me, I've looked. No luck so far. I warn you, don't cross me. If you try and cross me, I'll tell the town guard. I warn you, don't cross me.
It's you. Hi. Morning. Always a pleasure.
I'm your relief.
My feet are...
Good morning.
Oh, hello.
Show me the proof. So, she's dead, eh? Finally. Finally, someone has wiped that stupid, smug grin off her face. Good, good. Well, You did your part of the bargain, now I'll do mine. The gold is buried outside the walls of Bruma, near the North Gate.
Goodbye. I don't expect to be seeing you anytime soon. If I were you, I'd get out of Bruma fast before the guards catch on that she's dead. Welcome. I'm your relief.
Another day, another septum. Always a pleasure. Hello. Good to see you.
I'm here for Jorunder's gold, and you're my only loose end. I've been hoping to get someone in his cell and loosen his lips, and then you showed up. You really should be more careful when you talk in the dungeons. The sound tends to carry. Jorunder's such an idiot. I've taken care of Honora. She won't be around to point the finger, and Jorunder's not going anywhere for a long time. That just leaves you.
Good morning.
Good evening, sir.
Good morning, sir.
I haven't time to talk right now, I'm afraid, but I'm sure one of the other blades can help.
What can I do for you? May Talos...
What can I do for you, sir? Farewell.
I'll feel better when you've eliminated those spies. There's no telling what they may be planning. What have you learned about the spies? Excellent work. I knew I could count on you. The gods did not idly choose you as their agent, whatever you may think. But it is clear that Mankar Cameron will soon bring all his power to bear against Bruma. I will warn the Countess of the danger. You should speak to Martin. I believe he has made some progress with the Mysterium Xarxes. I will send word to the Countess at once of the danger to Bruma. You should speak to Martin about his progress with the Xarxes.
I've deciphered part of the ritual needed to open a portal to Cameron's paradise. The Xarxes mentions 4 items needed for the ritual. But so far, I have only decided... In fact, Daedric artifacts are known to be formed from the essence of a Daedric lord, from whence they derive their great power. Not an easy thing to come by, obviously, but we will need a Daedric artifact. Bring it to me when you have acquired one. I've learned that the Mysterium Xarxes is both the gate and the key to Cameron's paradise. In some sense, the book is Cameron's paradise. Mankar Cameron bound himself to the Xarxes when he created his paradise, using dark rituals which I will not speak of further. A gate can be opened from the outside, however. It will be more difficult, as I will have to temporarily bind myself to the book, but I believe it can be done. I will continue working to decipher the arcane items needed for the binding ritual. I won't ask what you went through to obtain this, my friend. I know all too well the depravity of the princes of Oblivion. Are you ready to give me the artifact? Remember, the ritual will consume its physical form. It won't be seen again on Tamriel for many years. There is no disguising the bestial nature of some of the Daedric princes. You should talk to Joffrey. He needs your help. Trouble down in Bruma, I think. Farewell, my friend.
I've just received word from the Countess of Bruma that an Oblivion gate has opened outside the city. It seems that the Mythic Dawn are putting their plan to attack Bruma into motion. Since you've dealt with these gates before, I'd like you to help the Countess's guard close this gate. Once they've seen how it's done, they should be able to handle any new gates on their own. Captain Bird is waiting for you outside the Bruma City gate. He'll show you the Oblivion Gate, although I doubt it will be hard to find. You should rendezvous with Captain Bird immediately. The sooner that gate is closed, the better.